Let me take you back to when you were younger, driving around with your parents, looking at all the houses decorated in Christmas lights, and think to yourself, why don't we do this? Why can't we do this? Well, that was me at least. So when I got older, my parents finally let me decorate the house. So I went out, bought Christmas lights, and started decorating. And my neighbors came out one day and they started talking to me about how much they loved the lights and how it puts a smile on their face every single time they look at it. That's when I decided. That's when I decided to start my company. Hi, my name is Evan Stein. I'm the co-founder of LNS Lights. We are a professional Christmas light installation company. From roof lighting to walkway lighting, from trees to shrubs, we can make it happen. Oh. We market our services to the upper middle class families in the area, people who either can't, don't want to, or aren't capable of hanging lights themselves. We also market to small businesses. For example, this is Zeno's roast beef in our hometown. We did lights for them. They've been a customer of us for the past couple of years. And we do all our marketing with flyers. This was our design for this year that we did. We also do Instagram ads. This is how we get our customers. Oh. So here's some numbers. Last year we spent $63.18 on 200 flyers, and those 200 flyers led to 9 leads. And out of those 9 leads, we landed 5 jobs. Those 5 jobs had an average cost of $750. So our CAC, or our customer acquisition cost, was roughly $13. And then now this year, so far, we've spent $153 on 500 flyers. We've only passed out about 300. We've gotten 17 leads so far, 12 jobs. Out of those 12 jobs, our average job cost is a little bit over $1,000, and our CAC is roughly the same, about $13. So as we're getting bigger, we've been running into a problem. Our customers have been wanting bigger jobs and more done. For example, this is a tree that we did this past week. This is a 35-foot evergreen tree. And between a 10-foot four-legged ladder, as well as my 5 feet of reach and a 20-foot extension pole, we were just barely able to do this tree. But for the same client, she wanted another tree done, which was just a little bit bigger, but we weren't capable of doing it with the equipment we had. So that's why I'm here. Today, I'm asking for $1,000 so I could purchase a 16-foot tripod ladder. This will allow us to take on bigger jobs, more jobs, and allow us to complete these jobs safer and more professionally. So on behalf of LNS Lights, I'd like to thank you guys for being here.
This is great. It's always a good sign to be in a place in your business where you are buying something to fuel expansion that you know you have. So you have customers looking for you to do a job. You need the equipment to do the job. You go out and get it. Now you can service more customers, get a bigger market. So congratulations on getting to that point. As far as my question is on the lighting itself, are you consulting and then buying things for them and making a markup on what you buy for them, or are you using the product they have and just making the best of what they have in their garage?
Yeah, so we purchased the lights. We have a company that we buy all our lights from. We're buying, so there's 2 different types of lights that we use. These are the type of lights we use for the houses. They're called C9s. Each individual light gets clipped on. We buy those at about roughly $1.20 a foot, and we sell them to the customer for $3 a foot. This year, we also started offering leasing. So customers can lease it if they only want to do it for a year or 2 instead of purchasing the lights. And then on top of that, there's labor costs and everything as well. But that all includes installation, service, and removal. And then the mini lights, as you can see on this tree, we buy those in the boxes. We buy them for about $12 a box, and we sell them back to the customer for about roughly $16 to $18 a box. It all depends on how much they're buying and how big of a job it is.
Okay, so first of all, leave your card with me. My
right.
husband would be delighted if somebody else gets to do this year. Part of the expansion is always, and scaling up, is materials. But it's also human, because what happens when you get so many jobs that you presumably can only be in one place at one time? How do you have a kind of how are you treating the expansion around people? Can you find people? Do you have a plan for onboarding more people?
Mhm.
What's your expansion looking like around that?
So this year so far, we haven't really ran into a problem with that. Next year, that's something that we're planning on in the off season. Um, Looking at some way we could hire like a landscaping company who has workers that don't really have anything to do in this off season, as like a subcontractor to be able to complete more jobs. So we have thought about that, yes.
So I just bought a new house. I don't know what to do with it, right, during the holiday. Um, if I'm someone who wants lights and wants to make my house very cheerful, but I don't necessarily have a design in mind.
Yep.
Is that a service that you can provide me
Yeah,
with?
so we'll come and we can.
What does that kind of art creativity process look like?
Yeah, so we do our designs basically like they're pretty much always the same. We do the roofs, we can do bushes, trees, so it all depends on what your property looks like. The majority of our clients like to do the roof lines, the peaks, any dormers, anything like that. So that's what we'll plan on doing for you first, and we'll draw up a plan for that for you. And then if you want to critique it, if it's a little bit out of your budget and you want to make it a little cheaper, you can remove parts, stuff like that. So it's totally customizable for you, and you will know exactly what you're getting before we come out and put up the lights and before you pay for it. So thank you.